today's tutorial, we will be using some cotton yarn and weight forward. I'm just going to be using some scraps because it is a small project. We will also be using a pair of scissors and a 4mm crochet hook. You will also need some sort of jewelry pliers. I have these little mini travel ones that will work. You will also need 2 of these earring little fastener thingies. I'm not sure what the names of them are called, but I will leave them in the description box. You can get like a whole bag of them for like $5 at like any craft store. To begin, we will start with the yellow. You can choose any colors you want, but if you want it to look like the one in the photo, then use yellow or gold. You will create a slip knot. You will chain up 4. Then you will slip stitch into the first chain there to form a ring. Chain up 1. You will be working into the center of this ring here. You will insert 10 single crochets into that center of the ring. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Then you will slip stitch into that first single crochet from the beginning to close the round. Now you'll probably have a little hole there, so you'll just kind of pull the string from behind really tight, and then it gets smaller there. Or you can use a magic ring and then to fully close it up. For the next round, you'll chain up 1, insert 1 single crochet into that same stitch. Into the next stitch, you will insert 2 single crochets. Into the next stitch, you will insert 1 single crochet. And then that will be the pattern. So the next one will be 2 single crochets. The next one will have 1 single crochet. The next one will have 2 single crochets, and so on. Next one will have 1. Next one will have 2. Next one is 1. And then you will end on an increase. So the last one will be 2. And it's kind of confusing because it kind of looks like that's a stitch, but that's actually the one from the beginning, so just ignore that. And then slip stitch into that first single crochet. And that is, the middle part is done. So we will just tie off here. And then you will just pull it through to secure and pull tight. For the petals, you will just pick any single crochet will work, any random one, and then you will attach your new piece of yarn. You'll pull through to get started. You will chain up 4. So see how it's coming out of that stitch? So in the next stitch, we'll be working into that one. We will work 4 treble crochets into that stitch. you will chain up 4, and then into that next stitch there you will slip stitch. So that's what your petal will be looking like. You will slip stitch into the next stitch there, chain up 4, then you will insert 4 treble crochets into the next stitch there. You'll yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So that's a treble crochet. I'll show you one more time. You'll yarn over 2 times, insert your hook into that stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more, yarn over and pull through the last 2. And then you'll insert 4 all together into that same stitch. Chain up 4, slip stitch into the next stitch there, slip stitch into the next stitch, and then repeat that process all the way around. You will have 5 petals all together. Okay, so I finished creating 5 petals, and then I will just tie off here and pull through. I will sew in the ends and then repeat this process for a second flower. Okay, so I've created 2 flowers here. Now we will just attach the earrings. So let's see here. You will take your pliers and you will go to where this little eye hook is, and then you will pry that open slightly. Okay, so when you're putting on the hook, make sure that this is facing the backwards, or like the back of the piece, so that the front pretty part is facing the front, if that makes sense. And then you will find the middle stitch of the petal, and then at the top of the stitch, see how there's a V? So in that V, you will insert that into this little jewelry ear, or into the end of the eye hook there. Okay, and then you will just take your pliers and you will push it close. So that it's fully secure and that your yarn won't come out. And then all you gotta do is just sew in your ends and you are done.